But in order to reclaim his treasure, he called for Park Yanzhen, gripping his throat tightly and angrily questioning him. Are you out of your mind? You want to marry my daughter off to Heo Ji-young? Do you even remember my daughter drowned, and you're still keen on this marriage? Did I ever really love? Then Shin Ji-hoon leaned in for a kiss, thinking that by playing the role of a domineering CEO, he could win Park Yanzhen back. Little did he know, Park Yanzhen married for wealth, not for your little fortune. Park Yanzhen agreed only to keep your secrets. Days later, Moon Dong-yoon's parents' meeting included Heo Do-young and Dong-yoon's special guest, Shin Ji-hoon. Can you believe that two dads showed up at the parents' meeting? Talk about an explosive situation. What's going on here? Well, I just had to hide it. Just kidding. While they were probing each other, the woman Heo Do-young had been longing for appeared out of nowhere, leaving him dumbstruck. It turned out to be his daughter's new homeroom teacher, and in that instant, he figured it all out. Who knew the meeting was all part of a grand scheme? What on earth does Moon Dong-yoon have planned? For answers, pry from tight-lipped Choi Hwi Teng. Earlier, Dong-yoon found a loophole in Choi. He turned Choi, and with her Miss Lo, betraying friends isn't ruled out. Now, he's ready to spill the beans. He began peeling back Park Yanzhen's dark history. Heo Ji-young then realized he had become the target of Moon Dong-yoon's revenge, and began to see his own wife in a different light. After 10 years together, his wife showed her side so cunningly ruthless. Heo Ji-young stood up to question, what's the deal with Moon Dong-yoon? But Park Yanzhen replied that she had already reconciled, saying those were just old stories, and the present was what mattered, right? But once the seed of doubt is planted, it blossoms. That night, he arranged to meet him at the Go Park to get to the bottom of things. Dong-yoon made no attempt to hide his. He bluntly stated he wanted to leave Park Yanzhen with nothing, but Heo Do-young just had a simple response, leaving Dong-yoon momentarily taken aback. That's just how Heo rolls. He likes to have the upper hand, which is why Dong-yoon didn't spill the beans on Park Yanzhen's shocking secret, but instead led Heo Do-young to his own house. That place had all he sought. Meanwhile, Park Yanzhen found Moon Dong-yoon's address via Shady Cop's probe, and to her surprise, that address was right next door. Park Yanzhen looked down, mocking the prey who dared to settle so close to the hunter. She called a locksmith, paying a premium to break into Moon Dong-yoon's house. As she stepped in, she was stunned by the sight before her. The walls were covered in photos of bullying groups and exhibition of revenge. No wonder I didn't take him out back then. Just then, the door swung open. She smirked, ready to taunt Moon Dong-yoon, only to find out it was her husband who entered. Heo Do-young. Both of them fell into a profound and long silence. Finally, Park Yanzhen broke the silence to ask, has Moon Dong-yoon gotten closer to your brother? Has he really gotten close to your brother? How did you come to be here? Why are you with me? Yet now you find yourself merely thinking of me. I'm out here, you go check it out first. Tossing butts and breaking locks, this is Heo Do-young's first glimpse of Park Yanzhen's other side. Disappointment was on my part, brother. Park Yanzhen is an expert in shifting blame. It's all his fault, but somehow he managed to throw all the blame on Heo Do-young. How twisty can it get? Who knew this face had such an ugly side? Heo Do-young slowly approached the photo wall drawn to a pic of his daughter at the eye doctor, and behind that picture was Shin Ji-jun. Seeing this, the wise Heo Do-young had pretty much pieced it all together. As the mastermind of this drama, Moon Dong-yoon was watching his own masterpiece unfold through the monitors. Heo Do-young grabbed that photo. He recalled what Shin Ji-jun said last time, actually, I'm the one who hid him. Everything I had hidden was snatched away. Heo Do-young didn't want to face the truth, but it was fast approaching. Before his disappearance, Sun Man-woo had sent word through his secretary, who hesitated but ultimately chose to inform Heo Do-young. Secretary's sister, I know who your sister's wife is, that notorious bad woman. If you don't want to see her online, call me ASAP. Can you get her to me? Back at home, Park Yanzhen was putting on a good wife act, trying to restore her image, but Heo Do-young's expression was already ice cold. Do you really have to do this? Do you really want to live that life? Park Yanzhen thought Heo Do-young was just venting about the past, unaware that her secrets were being dug up piece by piece. From then on, Heo Do-young had only one question in mind. What would Moon Dongyun do next? So, he set out to find him again during a day. Dongyun intentionally displayed his bullying scars, even though Heo Ju-young already knew the truth. Yet he was still shocked by the sight. What more do I need to know? This is enough. I just hope you won't leave me. I hope you don't have anyone else around you. Especially when it comes to your husband, I won't leave you. Why is that? Heo Ju-young feared that a divorce would affect stock prices and custody over their daughter. Keeping Park Yeonjin around was his best bet, but Dongyun had one more trick up his sleeve that Heo Ju-young could barely handle: Jin Ji-hoon. That day, Dongyun discovered something weird about this male teacher. He made little girls climb high while he sneakily took photos with his camera.